Okay, I'm here with Pete and Robert from Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Guys, thanks for taking the time to talk to AsiaLIFE and welcome to Vietnam.
Thank you very much.
Your first time playing shows here in Vietnam? Or your first time in Vietnam at all?
Yeah, both. Yeah, closest we came was we took a trip to Cambodia just to ride bikes and hang out, which was a dream. So it was like the idea of trying to get back here legitimately someday.
Well, I won't ask you how you what you make of the place yet, of course, but generally, like when you're on tour, do you get a chance to go out and explore, or is it the scheduled sort of show, hotel, airport kind of thing?
Whenever there's a pocket of like 2 or 3 days, we'll just make a point to get out and see the city a bit. Don't feel like you really have a right to give your opinion too much about what a place is like, because you're just gonna sound like an asshole. You only saw the airport and the club anyway. But when we have that time, it's usually just getting bikes. It's like 3 days through Mount Fuji. Just been a trip to South Africa. Got to go around the coast. Cambodia was one of my favorite trips. Southeast Asia, there's something really special about it.
Now, like, where you playing tonight here at Q4, it's obviously a reasonably intimate sort of venue. Do you have a preference, say, over sort of club venues like this to the big festivals, or is it different? And do you approach them differently as performers?
I still kind of have the opinion that when you're at a festival, they've got the technology now. They should have a list of the bands, and you should just be you should be a live jukebox, really. Because there's so many fucking people. They should have some little dial pad where they go, that. I just want to hear that song and that song, and then get the fuck out of there. I want to hear that song and that song from that person.
This is like calling it what it is, because that's what festivals are at the end of the day. It's not your show at all. It is like the conveyor belt of things. So let's just say what we're all doing here.
Yeah, and if it's only one song, if you're the band that's got the one hit song, and no one really wants to hear an hour from you anyways, just play the one.
Open with it and close with it.
Yeah, but maybe there's a little roundabout thing.
This stage that the train that slowly gets left.
So they're very different, and try not to judge them.
Right. But on a different tack, I was also thinking today that kind of the lifespan of your guys and your band has kind of paralleled the lifespan of the internet. It's been mainstream. And you guys have used it, you release material through social media and websites. So how much has that changed the business, like from then and now? How crucial is it for bands to engage with their fans through that media?
I remember right when we were starting, I heard something like MySpace or something was just kind of like, oh, you guys ever think about it had just happened and barely anyone was like, yeah, that's gonna make us even really old. Like, well, probably already. But it was kind of just the other day as far as all that, and it's been so rapid and fast. As far as music, like living and breathing within it, it's I don't know, there's been a nervousness and there's been a revolution, within it. It hasn't all resulted in great things, but there's been an excitement to the idea of, and the scariness of change within that, because
now, in that time, I think it's what, 7 full albums you guys have put out?
Yeah.
Do you keep do you have, not a strict schedule, but do you have something in your mind that, like, okay, we want to do something like that every so often, or is it just when you have the material together? Like some people said, or some critics sort of saw it as a slightly mellower or slightly moodier kind of piece than things you've done in the past, but what were you trying for, and do you think that's an accurate take on it?
Those people saying that maybe have just discovered it. But well, unless you're reading that there's more moody compared to all the other ones, yeah.
What were you sort of going for?
Well, there's always been something along with that. I don't mean to be an asshole and shit. I'm just joking around because it's fair game, really. As soon as it's out, it's fair game. Call it what you want. It's always been trying to get across because of statements like that. You know, they get in your head. You know, since day one. Always trying to get the other side of it, which is the beauty and the hope. You know, it feels like our fans feel it, see it, hear it. You know, it feels like that. You know, and kind of get it. You know, but it seems like there's a huge portion of people that don't hear that. You know, might not be for them or something, but so there was a thought in that, anyways, on this album that I remember trying to get into. Well, there's getting across that beauty and the hope. You know, we don't ever want to be accused of being dark and one-sided because none of it's ever been that way.
Thank you.